Narinig po ako, sir.
Yes, yes.
Determine the safe load PU that the truss can carry based on the capacity of the end diagonals made up of double channels with the cover plates as shown. Use A50 steel and LRFD. Let K is equal to 1.0. Ignore self-weight of truss. A. Provide I sub X and I sub Y of the build-up section. B. Calculate the Euler buckling stress in megapascal. C. Determine the design compressive strength in Kn. D. Find the safe load Pu in Kn.
Okay, sige. Example problem number 3 natin. By the way, anong ano to? Type of problem to? Design or investigation?
Investigation po.
Okay, investigation, no? Okay. Kasi given yung ano eh. Given na yung section. Okay. Okay? Sige. So, ang problem dito ang takeaway natin sa problem na to, magkakalculate tayo ng moment of inertia, okay, ng section properties. Kasi, di ba, itong given na built-up section is wala namang radius of gyration na kailangan natin sa slenderness ratio. Okay? Calculations natin. So, yun nga. Yun yung pinaka-takeaway. And to summarize yung tinatanong dito kay problem number 3, based lang daw dun sa capacity or sa strength ng member or diagonal AC, ano daw yung maximum possible value ng load PU na pwede mong i-apply dun sa joint D. Okay? So yun, yung magdi-dictate ng load PU is yung capacity ng diagonal AC. Okay? Yun lang yung tinatanong niya. Okay? Sige, so solve natin to, no? Solve natin to. Okay? Sige. Okay, item number 1, yung IX and IY, no? So sige, ipapastak na lang natin to. Okay? So, okay na to, IX and okay, so section properties calculation tayo ulit. Okay? So kunin natin yung pinaka-figure natin. Okay, ito yung pinaka-figure natin. Okay? Now, ito kasi yung figure natin, no? Itong figure natin, kung kukunin lang natin yung moment of inertia, obviously, kung ito yung mga reference natin, dapat kunin mo na yung centroid, 'di ba? Kasi symmetrical naman yung given section. Okay? And yun naman talaga yung kailangan natin, okay? So, by common sense, yung centroid mo, since doubly symmetrical ka, yung given section, andito sa gitna. Okay? Andyan, yung pinaka-centroid mo. Okay? Now, if we would calculate yung mga moment of inertia natin, sige, unahin muna natin si I sub x, no? Si I sub x. Si I sub x kasi, 'di ba, using transfer formula, okay, I sub x is equal to Ix prime plus area d squared, no? D squared. Now, yung moment of inertia, no, that is depende sa section or sa shape na kino-consider mo. Kung i-check natin yung mga centroid muna, sige, ng mga individual shape. Kapag channel alone, halimbawa itong channel na to, alam natin yung centroid niyan somehow andito eh, no? Andito eh. Kung yung channel na to, yung i-consider natin, yung centroid niyan somehow andito. Okay? Similarly dito sa channel na to, andito rin yung centroid niya. Itong top plate, andito yung centroid niyan. Ito naman andito. Okay? Now, if we would calculate muna, sige sabihin natin mag-focus muna tayo dun sa channel, okay? And kunin natin yung moment of inertia niya with respect to x-axis as depicted dito sa figure. Basically, kukunin mo lang yung section properties ng channel which is itong C12 by 30, no, na ginamit. And that is 67,429. Okay? 67,429. Okay? And that is times 10 to the third, no? Okay? Plus, no, yung area ng ating channel. Okay? So yung area ng isang channel natin as presented 5,684. Okay? 5,684. 84. Okay? Now, in terms of the distance D, no? Ano ba yung definition ng distance D? Well, basically, ang definition niyan is from the reference axis, no? From the reference axis, ano daw yung distance nung channel mo. Okay? Yung distance na paganto. Okay? So lumalabas na since nag-coincide yung centroid ng mga shape na yan dun sa reference axis mo, yung distance mo is 0. Okay? 0. Okay? Common sense yun, di ba? So, for the sake of demonstration, ilagay na lang natin dito. Although itong term na to, maka-cancel out. Di ba? Now, since yung channel mo kasi dalawa yon, okay? Kahit saan naman yung i-consider mo dyan, okay lang. No? So, ito times 2 na lang natin to. Okay? Times 2 na lang natin since parehas lang naman yung channel mo. Okay? Now, okay na tayo sa channel. We now need to proceed dun sa dalawang plate. Yung dalawang plate naman, ganun pa din, no? Parang parehas lang sila. Pwede rin natin ulit i-times 2. Okay? So, open and close parentheses. Okay? Kunin muna natin yung ix prime nung plate natin. Again, yung plate natin is 200 by 10. Okay? 200 by 10. So, for rectangular section, the moment of inertia Ix prime is BD cube over 12. No? So, yung base natin dyan is 200. Yung depth natin is 10. Okay? BD cube over 12. So, 200 times 10 raised to 3 divided by 12. Okay? Plus, okay, continuation ng formula, area, no, ng isang plate, it is 200 times 10, okay? Times yung distance, okay? Yung distance D. Okay? Now, calculate natin yung distance D. Ang definition ng distance D dito sa transfer formula is from the distance from the reference axis to the centroid of your shape in consideration, which is dito, as you could see here, no, that is from this point to this point. Okay? So, ito yung distance D natin. So, for the sake of this discussion, sabihin natin distance 1. Okay? Distance 1. So, actually, yung distance 1, we could calculate to, no? We could calculate to. Yung distance 1. Okay? So, paano natin makakalculate yung distance 1? Paano natin makakuha itong distance 1? Well, basically, no, kung itong length na to is as simple as the depth, no? Depth ng channel mo. Okay? That is the distance depth. Okay, ng channel mo. And binigay siya sa section properties. Ito, 304.8. Okay? So, kalahati nung D would represent yung distance na yon. Okay? Tapos, pagdating dito sa plate, yung thickness natin is 10. Kalahati din nung thickness. So, that is that would be no? D sub 1 is kalahati nung depth ng ating channel, 304.2. Okay? 304.8 pala, no? 0.8. Divided by 2 plus kalahati ng thickness ng ating plate. Okay? Ating plate. So, meron tayong D sub 1, which is equal to ilan to?
157.4.
157.4 4 millimeter. Okay? Sige. So, meron na tayong distance na yan. We could plug in na no, dito sa ating equation. 157.4. Okay? Squared. Okay? Again, isang plate pa lang to. We need to multiply it by 2. Okay? So, meron tayong value ng I sub x na makuha. Okay? So, ilan to? Times 10 to the 6. No? Times 10 to the 6. Okay, ilan to?
233.99 times 10 raised to 6.
99. Hindi, ituloy nyo lagi yung hindi ganito yung mali. Mamamali ka sa sagot mo eh. No? Dapat laging, kasi naka 10 raised to 6 ka eh. Dapat as much as possible, buuin mo yung yung sagot mo dyan. Okay? So, ilan to?
037.
9937. Ano pa?
33.
33. Wala na. Okay?
Yun po.
Okay? Sige. Ganun ang sagot guys ha. Pag moment of inertia. Hindi mo pwedeng ibigay yung 99 lang. Okay? Sige. So, okay na tayo sa moment of inertia at x-axis. Yung kasunod natin is yung at y-axis naman. Okay? So, similar set of equations, transfer formula. Okay? Plus area d squared. No? Now, ganun pa din. No? Dito tayo mag-refer kay y-axis. No? Yung reference axis natin. Now, obviously, pagdating sa y-axis, yung centroid na nagko-coincide with the reference axis is yung centroid ng dalawang plates. So, might as well, unahin natin yung dalawang plates. Okay? Now, sa dalawang plates, ganun pa din. Okay? It's a rectangular section, so BD cube over 12 is applicable. But this time, we need to swap yung value ng ano natin, ng base and depth natin. Okay? So, ito yung magiging base natin, yung 10. Okay? 10. Yung height natin is 200. Okay? Cube. Okay? Okay? 12. Okay? Plus yung area, which is 200 times 10. Okay? Times yung distance D, which is alam naman nating 0 kasi nag-coincide nga yung centroid nila with the reference axis. Okay? Multiplied by 2 kasi dalawa yung ating given plate. Okay? Now, we could now proceed dun sa ating dalawang channel. Okay? Now, sa channel, ganun pa din. Okay? Yung IY prime niya is yung sa given section na 2,131. Okay? 2,131. Okay? 2,000. So, dalawang ano yon section yon 131 times 10 to the third. Okay? Area nung isang channel as listed 5684. Okay? Okay? 5684. Okay? Multiplied by distance. Okay? Distance D. Okay? If you would refer dun sa pinaka figure natin, okay? Yung definition again ng distance, D is simply from the reference axis to the centroid of your given shape. No? So ito yung distance na yon. Okay? Yung ating distance D. So sabihin natin D ano yan? D2. Okay? D sub 2. Okay? So ngayon, paano natin i-calculate tong D sub 2? Okay? Paano natin siya i-calculate? Well, if magre-refer ka dun sa isang channel, okay? Yung definition kasi ng x bar na equal to 17.12 sa isang channel, ito yon, no? Yung distance from the back surface nung ano mo, nung pinaka-web mo sa channel to the centroid. No? Yan yung tinatawag nating x bar, no? Itong distance na to. Okay? So itong distance na to, this is distance x bar. Okay? So ibig sabihin pala kung distance x bar yan, and if we would refer dito sa figure na to, ito raw point na to this point, no? Ayan, is 200. Okay? 250. Okay? Millimeter. So ibig sabihin pala, no? Kunin ko lang yung kalahati ng 250 millimeter, which is ito yon, yung kalahati ng 250. Tapos, para makuha ko si D2, D sub 2, kunin ko lang yung kalahati, i-minus ko yung x bar. Okay, ang matitira is yung D sub 2. Okay? Sige. So, try natin i-calculate si D sub 2. So, si D sub 2 is as simple as 250. Okay? Divided by 2. Okay? Minus x bar. Okay? Which is x bar is as simple as provided that is 17.12, kung di ako nagkakamali. Okay? 17.12. Okay? Okay? So meron tayong D sub 2. Okay? So meron tayong value ng D sub 2. Ilan to?
107.88.
107.88.
0.88.
88. Okay? Okay, sige, kompleto na tayo, no? On ano, mga unknown. So, lagay natin dito, 107.88. Okay? Ito yung distance din natin is squared, no? Open close parenthesis times 2. Okay? So, meron tayong value ng ano, I sub y, no? I sub y base dito sa mga equations na to, which is equal to ilan?
Okay. 149.9897190
149.89,
89
okay?
719
719, okay?
05
05, okay?
times 10
Times
raised to 6.
raised to 6, okay? Millimeter. Okay, okay na tayo sa moment of inertia na hinihingi, no? For item A, we would now proceed sa item B, no? Okay, item B. So, kay item B naman, bago tayo actually mag-proceed talaga doon, kailangan pa rin natin ng ano eh, no? Ng mga section property. Kasi number one, moment of inertia pa lang to. Ang ginagamit natin sa slenderness ratio calculation is ano eh, radius of gyration, di ba? So, kailangan natin mag-calculate ng radius of gyration. Okay? Okay? Radius of gyration. So, radius of gyration kasi, no? Radius of gyration is equal to square root of I over A. Di ba? So ngayon, ang problem is yung moment of inertia nung built-up section, meron na tayo as calculated. Okay? Pero yung area, which is area total, wala pa tayong area total. Okay? Wala pa tayong area total, okay, sa calculations natin. So, might as well calculate, no? So, kunin lang natin siguro yung isang channel, tapos isang plate, tapos times 2 na lang natin, no? For area total. So, for area total, we would have yung area nung isang channel, which okay, sige, meron akong technical problem. Paki-confirm nga if naririnig pa rin ako.
Opo, sir.
Okay, sige. Okay, good. Kala ko na disconnect ako eh. So, area ng isang channel, okay, that is 5,684, no? Okay? And then area ng isang plate is that is 200 times 10, okay? Multiplied by 2 kasi dalawa 'yun eh, no? So meron tayong area total. Ilan to? Ilan to?
15,368 po.
368. Okay? Millimeter squared. Okay. Now, let's proceed sa formula. Halimbawa, R sub x muna tayo. Okay? So that would give us I sub x, no, over area total. Okay? Yung formula natin. Okay? Now, this would give us square root of, no? Square root of, kunin muna natin yung ix natin, which is ito. Okay. Okay, divided by yung area total natin, which is ito. Okay? So meron tayong R sub x, which is equal to ilan?
123.3929.
123.33924.
39 294.
Okay? Sige. And then we have R sub y, which is equal to square root of iy over area total. Okay? So ganun pa din. Okay? We have iy. Okay? Divided by area total. Okay? Okay? So ilan to?
89.76158.
89? 89?
89.76158.
Point
Ay, 9. Sorry, sir. 98, sir.
90, 98,
98.76.
76,
158.
158. Okay? So I'm guessing ganito rin yung nakakuha ng iba, no? Okay? So assuming na yan yung nakakuha. Sige, comparing yung dalawang rates of variation, okay? So yung mag-govern, yung lower value, okay? So we would have this one as governing value, okay? Okay? So okay na to. We could now proceed dun sa calculation talaga, no? Nung item B, which is, ano ba yun? Euler buckling stress, no? Okay, item B. Okay, sige. So siguro dito, I would speed up na yung ano, no? Wala nang. So Euler buckling stress, alam nyo na yon, that is F sub E. Okay, F sub E na lang. Okay. So, for F sub E kasi, although meron tayong radius variation, kailangan pa rin natin ng slenderness ratio. No? And the slenderness ratio natin is this equation. Ang nag-burn sa atin is si Y axis. Okay, so we could plug in. Okay, plug in natin. Okay, so going back dun sa mga given, ano ba yung mga given natin sa problem natin? Okay, so ano mo natin, i-itemize natin. Okay, so yung sa problem, yung K natin is 1.0. Yung length natin ng diagonal AC, as you could see, it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle again, no? So that is 5 meters, no? 5 meters. So list out natin. So we would have K is equal to 1.0. Length ng diagonal member AC is equal to 5 meters or 5,000 millimeter. Okay, now plugging in dun sa equation natin for a slenderness ratio, we could now calculate, and that is 1.0. Okay, so medyo malapit na tayo. Okay, times 5,000 divided by the radius of gyration na nag-burn. Okay, okay ito. Okay, so meron na tayong slenderness ratio. So ilan to?
50.6269.
Okay, so paki-ulit 50,
50.62.
62,
696.
696. Okay? Yung ating governing slenderness ratio. So malinaw din to na ano to, no? Less than 200. So okay lang 'yan. Okay, okay lang 'yan. So proceed tayo sa formula ng F sub E. Okay, F sub E again, no? Medyo ano lang tayo, no? Familiarization with repetition. Ganun lang lagi ginagawa natin. Okay? Is equal to pi squared E over slenderness ratio squared. Okay? So we would have this equation. Okay. Okay? 200,000. Okay? Divided by the governing slenderness ratio. Okay? Squared. Okay? And all in all, we would have F sub E equal to, ilan to?
770.1335.
770.1335.
5.
Okay, wala nang kasunod to.
4. 4.
Okay? So meron tayong F sub E. So ganun pa din, no? Ganun pa din. Pero teka muna. So F sub E pala yung hinihingi dito. So okay na to. Okay, okay na pala yan. Okay. Ano ba yung item C? Determine the strength, no? Ayun, design compressive strength na pala yung kasunod. Okay. Sige, so okay na tayo dito. Okay. Design compressive strength, which is LRFD, so P sub U. Okay. Sige, so P sub U. Sige, P sub U. So dito ko na lang siguro isulat, no? P sub U tayo. So for P sub U, so medyo malapit na tayo. Okay? Again, para makalculate si P sub U, kailangan mo muna ng P sub N, di ba? Pero para makalculate mo si P sub N, dapat meron kang F sub CR. Okay? Ang question is, elastic ba or inelastic? Okay? So might as well define yung mga threshold. Okay? 0.44 Fy. Okay? Fy natin is, kung di ako nagkakamali, A50. Okay, yan, A50 still, no, A50. So, that is 345. 345. Okay? So, this is, kung di ako nagkakamali, 1151.8. Tama ba? Tama? Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Comparing with F sub E. Okay? Para malaman natin kung elastic or inelastic. Again, this is less than. Okay? This is less than. Common sense, familiar na kayo dito. No? So, ibig sabihin, this is inelastic. No? This is inelastic buckling. So, inelastic buckling. Okay? So, yung formula ng inelastic buckling for F sub CR is as simple as F sub CR is equal to 0.658. Okay? F sub Y, F sub E, F sub Y. Okay? So, plug in natin yung mga given. Okay? 0.658, 345, okay, divided by F sub E. Okay? Times Fy. Okay? So, we would have F sub CR, which is equal to okay, ilan to?
286.01510.
86.015
01510.
10. Okay? So, okay na tayo sa F sub CR. Okay? I-plug in ko na dito yung equation, guys, no? I-direct ko na, di ba? P sub N is AG F sub CR. Okay? Pero P sub U is equal to P sub C, P sub N. Okay? Now, ipa-plug in ko yung P sub N dito sa equation ko ng P sub U. Okay? P sub C, P sub N is AG F sub CR. Okay? So, I would have P sub U is equal to 0.9 for LRFD. Area gross ko, which is the area total ng built-up section ko. And that is this one, yung 15,000. Okay? Okay? Multiplied by F sub CR, which is yung nakalculate natin just now. Okay? Ito. So, sige. And then, don't forget to divide by 1,000. Okay? So, meron tayong P sub U. The design compressive strength nung given section. Ilan to?
3,955.9321.
55.921.
9321.
Okay? Kilonewton. Okay? So, ito yung sagot natin for item C. Okay? Now, let's proceed dun sa last item, which is, ang sabi niya, ano daw ba yung safe load? PU. Okay? Since nakuha na natin yung capacity ng member AC, diagonal member AC, ang sabi ni item D, ano ba yung safe load PU na pwede mong i-apply based nga dun sa capacity ng AC? Okay? Sige. So, if we would refer kasi dito sa figure natin, okay? Sa pinaka-figure natin, kung i-check natin yung figure natin, by common sense, no? By common sense, since symmetrical yung application ng ating load, no? And symmetrical din naman yung system natin, di ba? We conclude na we could conclude na by symmetry, no? Kung gusto nating kunin yung sabihin natin yung reaction, no? Yung reaction dito, no? Sabihin natin R sub A, as on this one is R sub B, no? By common sense, no? We could say na magsi-share lang sila ng equally ng load, which is divide 2 lang, kumbaga, no? Okay? So we could say na yung reaction at A is as simple as yung load PU divide 2, okay? Or as simple as, sabihin na natin ano, no? 0.5, no? 0.5 PU, okay? So, from this one, meron na tayong equation 1. Okay? Meron na tayong equation 1. Now, meron na tayong equation 1. Okay? So, kailangan pa natin ng isang equation to define yung mga unknowns natin. Pero ang pinakamagandang gawin natin, no? Kasi trust system lang naman to, no? Yung AC yung kukunan ulit natin. So, might as well use method of joints. Okay? By using method of joints, may makukuha tayong mga unknowns. Okay? So, by using method of joints, no, dun sa ating left support, we would have this free body diagram. Okay? So, reaction upward, meron tayong diagonal AC, which is obviously compression. Okay? So, sabihin natin na this one is yung ating reaction. Ito yung ating force AC. Okay? Ito naman, di natin kailangan. So, iwanan natin yan. Okay? Yung slope natin as presented dun sa problem is 3 rise, 4 run. Okay? Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5 triangle ulit. Okay? Now, again, using summation of forces vertical is equal to 0, upward, positive. We could say na yung reaction is positive kasi going upward minus F sub AC na downward multiplied by a certain ratio. No? So yung ratio na yan, since vertical component, that would be 3 over 5, no? Is equal to 0. Okay? So ito yung equation natin. Okay? So medyo maging specific lang tayo, no? Sabihin natin R sub A to. So yung reaction dito is yung R sub A, no? Okay? Okay? Sige. So R sub A pala yan. Okay? So meron tayong okay? Equation 2. Okay? Equation 1 and equation 2. Now, kung meron na tayong dalawang equation, we could plug in na, no? Itong equation 1 dito kay equation 2 kasi sabi natin R sub A is 0.5 PU. Okay? So substitute natin dito, no, yung R sub A. So we would have 0.5 yung R sub A PU minus, okay? Yung F sub AC, hindi pwedeng maging unknown to, no? Hindi pwedeng maging unknown. Basically, yung F sub AC, siya yung internal force, no, acting doon sa diagonal AC. Pero, no, obviously, and common sense, si F sub AC, pwede natin siyang equate doon sa design strength na nakalculate natin doon sa section na to. Okay? Sa section na to, which is ito. Okay? Kasi hanggang doon lang yung limit nung end diagonal natin, no, which is the internal force. Okay? So pwede natin siya palang i-equate. Ito lang kasi yung pinaka-limit nung end diagonal natin in terms of loadings. Okay? So kung ito yung equivalent nung F sub AC and we would go back dito sa ating equation, ibig sabihin we could simplify na ang unknowns natin is yung load, safe load PU. Okay? Now, paki-simplify nga ito. Ano yung value ng safe load PU?
4747.12, sir.
Okay? Safe load PU now is equal to 47.12,
47.12, sir.
okay, kilonewton. Okay? Okay? So ganun lang, no? Parang binalik lang natin. Okay? So ito na yun. Basically, para mas mataas pala siya, no? Yung load PU kumpara doon sa capacity ng ating end diagonal. Pero ganun talaga no? Ganun talaga, okay? So ayun. Ganun lang siya, no? Ganun lang siya isa-solve. Okay? Gagawa ka lang ng mga series of equations. Okay? So to summarize, sa problem number 3, ang pinaka-take away natin dito is yung mga cases na kung saan hindi given yung section properties or built-up section tayo. So we need to calculate. So ito nga yung example ng calculation for this one. Okay? Tapos maka-calculate natin yung slenderness ratio, i-define natin kung anong type of buckling tayo. And then yun nga, i-equate lang naman natin yung design strength and available strength yung required strength and available strength. And gamit tayo ng mga equation, meron tayong mga values na makakuha. Okay? So yun yung takeaway para dito sa problem number 3. Okay? Any clarification or questions for problem number 3? Okay, sige, very good, no? So that would end yung chapter 4 natin, which is design of compression members. Okay?